Philip Rivers will not be the Bills' head coach in 2026. He withdrew his name from consideration for the job, according to NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo. The reason is that the timing wasn't right for Rivers and his family. Elsewhere, former Giants interim head coach Mike Kafka has a new home. He's heading to Detroit to join Dan Campbell as a high-ranking member of the offensive staff, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Meanwhile, the Chargers have officially announced Mike McDaniel as their new offensive coordinator. McDaniel had been a candidate for a few head coach openings, but decided on LA to join Jim Harbaugh's staff. And with Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, he'll no longer participate in the 2026 Pro Bowl games. Lions quarterback Jared Goff has been selected to be Darnold's replacement as one of the NFC quarterbacks. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
The following is sponsored by Bid My Listing.
Selling your home with Ready, R-E-D-Y, real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing, just for a chance to sell your home. Why would they pay to be your agent? Well, your listing is really valuable. So if an agent is smart, they'll go on Ready and offer you cash up front to get it. And you do want a smart agent, right? Call 888-545-READY, 888-545-REDY.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Well, happy day. It is a Tuesday. We again survived a Monday. 27th day of January 2026. Happy day and happy birthday to KXO El Centro, California. Yeah, KXO, 99 years old today. And there are some days I feel every bit of that. Anyway, we've got birthdays to celebrate coming up. And we will do that. Let's see. Oh, a new survey says Gen Z consumers are focused on stomach health and found 52% want to give fiber maxing a try. Meanwhile, Pepsi CEO Ramon Laguerta says that fiber will be the next protein. I don't know about that. All along, I kind of figured glazed donut holes were the next protein. Yeah, we're working on that. Oh, well. And let's see. Oh, the National Football League playoff game smashed TV rating records for the most watched divisional championship playoff games ever viewed. Yeah. There are some that cannot fully enjoy the playoffs because, well, one thought keeps nagging them about their team. Well, yeah, since 1996, Jennifer Lopez has 6 more rings than the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, yes. I'm Carroll. We are AM 1230, again celebrating 99 years old today. And in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
Happy birthday to KXO.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We've got pictures that go back to the studios of KXO.
Oh, wow.
From 1927.
Was that right after it was from KGen, right? Was what it was called
KGEN when it first came on the air, and then shortly became KXO. Yes.
Nice.
So anyway, like, there are some days, like I said, we kind of feel that age. Well, what's going on? Lots of things. We told you the Super Bowl still a bit away, so we're not really worried about that. And in the news, you've heard President Trump say Greenland is needed to shoot down Russian ICBM missiles coming over the North Pole. Yeah, Putin claims his new hypersonic missile travels so fast it can get to Los Angeles from Russia in only 40 minutes. Hey, Vlad, what's the big deal? I do admit, though, that is faster than it takes a car to get to Los Angeles from Los Angeles. Birthdays. Let's start off with our big shot birthdays. Actor James Cromwell, 86. Drummer Nick Mason of Pink Floyd, 82. And singer Nedra Talley-Ross of the Ronettes, 80. Dancer Mikhail Baryshnikov, 78. Actor Mimi Rogers, 70. Jack Gers of Iron Maiden, 69. Actor Susanna Thompson, 68. Actor Tamlin Tomita, 63. Actor Bridget Fonda, 62. Actor Alan Cumming, 61. Comedian Patton Oswalt, 57. Actor Josh Randall, 54. Local birthdays. Well, let's celebrate with our local birthdays.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
We have happy birthday wishes for Mariana Pesquera, Alex Tarin, Danielle Standiford, Deanie Johnson, Ron Peaks, Don Campbell, Frankie Paleo, Havel Salazar, Jane Kemp, Rosie Cota, Joe Ramos, Juanita Bravo, Mariah Collins, Jennifer McGrew Thomason, Mary Mendoza, Natalia Nunez, Ramona Terriquez, Samantha Rodriguez, Rosa Santoyo, Alejandra Ornelas, Rudy Fernandez, Sam Villanueva, Lucy Lewis Shelton, Tori Villasenor, Vito Torres, Alfonso Gonzalez, and today, KXO AM is 99 years old. Happy birthday. Okie dokie. And by the way, it's not his birthday, but I want to salute Joe Gonzalez. And Joe just started a new business, American Taxi in El Centro. So congratulations, Joe. Good luck. And, well, look for Joe and say hi. Okay. Anything exciting going on, Jared?
You tell me.
Are you awake, Jared?
Yeah, you tell me. What's going on?
I have no clue. Nobody ever tells me anything.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we could leave it at that. Are you ready for the news?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so am I. We're going to take a look at what I'm pushing the button so I can make it happen. We'll take a look at world news headlines and the Imperial Valley weather, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we are breathing.
CBS News Brief. Minnesota's chief federal judge is demanding the acting head of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement appear in court personally Friday. CBS's Michael Wallace.
District Judge Patrick Schultz wants Lyons to explain why he shouldn't be held in contempt for ICE's failure to provide immigration detainees with bond hearings in a timely manner. The judge says the court's patience is at an end.
Sources tell CBS News Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino is leaving Minneapolis after 2 ICE shooting deaths. Correspondent Natalie Brand.
The president's border czar, Tom Homan, is going to be headed to Minneapolis to kind of take over operations there.
The weekend's massive winter storm has left thousands in the southeast with no heat, among them Lake Majewski in Nashville.
We don't know what to do.
Yeah.
There's no option, really. We're just cold.
The temperature there right now, 18 degrees. The storm's now blamed for at least 22 deaths. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.gov. www.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today. The National Weather Service says a gradual warming trend will continue through the rest of this week, with daily highs returning to above normal beginning today and reaching well above normal by this weekend. Persistent high pressure will translate to dry and tranquil weather conditions across the forecast area through at least the first few days of February. Our high in the valley yesterday, 70. The overnight low, 36. It will be sunny today with a high near 72. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 46. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 73. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. And right now, downtown El Centro, 42 degrees, 41% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. World headlines and Imperial Valley weather brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org. Get real-time information about the air that we are breathing. Let's talk Peanut Patch, the Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great place to visit. The Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. Their store carries many homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from a family recipe. You're going to love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. But the Peanut Patch is so much more. Unique, one-of-a-kind gift items. You'll find all sorts of neat things at the Peanut Patch. And the Peanut Patch now offering tours. Yeah, contact the Peanut Patch and take a tour. See what's going on. Tuesdays and Fridays, tours at the Peanut Patch. Now, how do you get there? Well, what I would do is Google it. thepeanutpatch.com. You'll get directions, and you can even order great gift ideas at the Peanut Patch. Perfect Valentine's gifts. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. One at El Centro Motors, another at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and the third at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. County Board of Supervisors meet today. Here's George Gale.
They will begin their meeting with several presentations. They'll recognize Elisa Reina as the Employee of the Month for December. They will recognize employees on their January milestone anniversaries. A resolution honoring John Gale for his 14 years with the Public Works Department will be adopted. The board will recognize the 2026 Stone of Hope honorees, and they will recognize the 2026 leadership appointment and acknowledge the 2025 board chairman by state and federal representatives. Afternoon session begins at 1 p.m. On the action agenda, there will be a presentation from Advanced Air, a bidder for the Imperial County Essential Air Services Program. They will consider a budget amendment in the amount of $22,405,798 to remodel the county-owned property at 220 East Main Street in Brawley for behavioral health. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Training scheduled. It's only a drill. The Yuma County Fires Officers Association EMS Subcommittee is conducting a drill in coordination with multiple regional fire departments. A multi-casualty incident and training drill will be held Tuesday at 9 a.m. Will be at the Public Safety Training Facility on South Avenue 4E. The planned exercise is designed to facilitate a large-scale resource-intensive response requiring cooperation, collaborating among multiple emergency services and agencies in the region. The public is being notified so that it is not to cause concern. It is only a drill. KXO 743.
Scheduling your automotive service appointment at El Centro Motors just got easier. Visit elcentromotors.net. Follow the prompts, sign in, schedule your service appointment at your selected location. It's easier and faster than ever before. elcentromotors.net. Schedule an appointment at any of the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors Service Department, or one of the mobile service vans that comes to you. elcentromotors.net. Schedule now.
Calipatria City Council meets today. Here's George Gale.
The council will meet at 5 p.m. in a closed session where they will confer with legal counsel concerning the initiation of litigation. They will also meet with real property negotiators concerning the price lease terms with Desert Pro Ventures, LLC. Also on the closed session agenda, a performance evaluation of the fire chief will be conducted. Open session is expected to begin at 6 p.m. Meeting will be held at the council chambers at City Hall. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Workshop hosted by the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley. It'll be held from 1 to 3 p.m. on February 3rd at the Del Rio Community Center. It's the 2026 Ag Labor Law Workshop. Cost to attend is $25 for Chamber members and $35 for non-members. Contact the Brawley Chamber for ticket information. The workshop is designed to help employers stay informed and compliant in an ever-changing regulatory environment. KXO News, page 1, page 2, coming right up.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
I'm John Reed. When I became the new Director of Operations at the Imperial Valley Food Bank, I knew the work would be meaningful, but I never expected how powerful it would feel to witness impact every single day. From coordinating delivery trucks at dawn to streamlining distribution so families spend less time waiting, every decision matters. I've seen volunteers step up with heart, generous donors give without hesitation, staff innovate under pressure, and neighbors leave with dignity and hope. It's not just logistics, it's lifting a community, one meal at a time, and I'm proud to be part of a team making sure no one goes hungry.
Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma. Family-owned, family-operated for over 77 years. By the way, active military, you get a 10% discount.
Year-end unemployment, December unemployment numbers have been released. Here's George Gale.
Jobless reports have been scarce since the government shut down late last year. Labor Market Division of the Employment Development Department has finally released an update. A just recently released report indicates Imperial County ended the year with unemployment down slightly. Latest report indicates unemployment for December 2025 was at 18.6%. That is down from a revised 20.1% in November, but above the year-ago estimate of 18.5%. This compares to an unadjusted unemployment rate of 5.1% for California and 4.1% for the nation during the same period. December report indicates there were 14,000 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 75,200. January report is expected to be released in mid to late February. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:47.
Nothing less than the very best B&H refrigeration. For many years we've stood the test. B&H refrigeration. Since 49 we've been taking pride, always making sure you're satisfied. Nothing less than the very best. B&H.
B&H Refrigeration in Yuma. Call 928-782-3854.
Seniors, mark your calendars. A senior health and wellness fair is coming in February. It'll be a day filled with care. It'll be held February 12th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Imperial Valley Mall. The Wellness and Health Fair will be a one-stop resource fair. The free community event will bring seniors together, caregivers, and families. It will feature health and medical care, housing and transportation, help for caregivers and families, wellness support, and much more. It is a free event, so all you have to do is show up February 12th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Imperial Valley Mall. And a preliminary hearing has been set for 24-year-old Hector Mendez, and he was in court on Friday. Here's George Gale.
Mendez was arrested in the attempted murder of a man. Friday, the judge set the preliminary hearing for March 18th. Mendez's bail was set at $1 million. 24-year-old faces one charge of attempted murder and multiple weapons violations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That's it for KXO Local News. KXO News Time, 7:49.
And page 2 of the local news has been brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma. You can find them on the web, bnhref.com. Nothing less than the best from B&H.
Absolutely 80s on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230.
Blackwood's Absolutely 80s.
The best oldies on the radio. Only on the next Absolutely 80s.
Nina Blackwood's Absolute 80s. Saturday night, 9 p.m. and Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on AM 1230 KXO.
And it is sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Taking a look at NBA action last night, the Lakers whipped the Bulls 129-118. Celtics topped the Trailblazers 102-94. Cavaliers got by the Magic 114-98. Hornets hammered the 76ers 130-93. Hawks beat up on the Pacers 132-116. Rockets rolled over the Grizzlies 108-99. And the Timberwolves topped the Warriors 108-83. College basketball, well, number 1 rated Arizona, the Wildcats. They held on. They beat number 13 BYU 86-83. The BYU, they outscored Arizona 52-42 in the second half. Coming up, we'll take a look at what's going on in the NFL and other things.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Well, the Los Angeles Chargers hired former Miami Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel as the team's new offensive coordinator. The announcement comes almost a week after it was reported that Daniel was expected to be the team's offensive coordinator, and the analysts got it right. McDaniel had interviewed for multiple head coaching openings and had withdrawn from consideration with the Cleveland Browns and Buffalo Bills. Also interviewed with the Las Vegas Raiders, but decided I'll go with L.A. Former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers has withdrawn from the Buffalo Bills coaching search. Rivers, who has never coached at the collegiate or professional level, was interviewed by the Bills. But 3 days later, Rivers pulled his name from contention for the job, saying, well, he wants to spend more time with his family. And the Washington Commanders are finalizing a deal to hire Durante Jones of the Minnesota Vikings as their next defensive coordinator. Jones will take over for Joe Witt, who was fired earlier this month after 2 seasons with Washington. The Commanders will have 2 inexperienced coordinators next year after replacing Cliff Kingsbury with David Blau on offense shortly after the season ended. The Commanders finished 5-12 1 year after going 12-5 en route to a spot in the NFC Championship game. Yeah, I'd move on. Top-ranked Carlos Alcaraz moved within 2 wins of completing a career Grand Slam. That after a victory over Alex de Minaur to close play at the Australian Open. And Coco Gauff smashed her racket into the concrete floor once for every time she dropped serve, and another one for good measure after her Australian Open quarterfinal loss to Elina Svitolina. The third-seeded Gauff, a 2-time major winner, struggled with her serve and recorded 5 double faults in the first set when she was broken 4 times. Not good. Alexander Zverev, last year's Australian Open runner-up, moved into the semifinals today with a victory over American Lerner Tien, who is making his first appearance in a Grand Slam quarterfinal. And that's it for sports. Sports time, brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Tired of swiping left on a bike that just isn't the one? Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson is ready to help riders find the perfect motorcycle. It's their Meet Your Match event, and they are dedicated to helping every rider find the one that fits their style, their ride, and their soul. Plus, the fun doesn't stop there. Visit their website at territorialht.com. Don't spend another day without your dream bike. Come meet your match today at Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson, 2550 East Gila Ridge Road in Yuma.
Well, let's take a look at some financial news and a brief look at the weather. All brought to you by Southwest Security. Saluting Southwest Security, the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce Business of the Month. Southwest Security is a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. America's economic mood deteriorated in January to its lowest level in more than a decade as consumers fretted about geopolitical tensions, affordability, and President Donald Trump's unrelenting trade wars. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index for January, released today, declined 9.7 points to a reading of 84.5, the lowest since 2014, surpassing the lows of last year when Trump unveiled stiff tariffs and the depths of the pandemic recession were still being felt. January's reading came in much lower than the 91.9 reading economists projected in a poll by data firm FactSet. The survey's indexes for how Americans feel about current economic conditions and their expectations for the U.S. economy future both fell sharply this month. Meanwhile, President Trump announced he is raising tariffs on goods from South Korea to 25%. That's up from 15%. Because the Korean legislature hasn't enacted our historic trade agreement, which is their prerogative, I am hereby increasing South Korean tariffs on autos, lumber, pharma, and all other reciprocal tariffs from 15% to 25%, according to a Truth Social post. It's unclear when the new tariffs would take effect. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Seoul plans to respond calmly and convey its willingness to fulfill the tariff agreement, according to spokesperson Kang Yoo-jung in a statement today. So what's happening on Wall Street right now? Well, right now, the markets and the big board are mixed. The Dow is off 413 points at 48,999. The S&P 500 up 32 points at 6982. And the NASDAQ up 209 points at 23,810. Gold down 80 cents an ounce. Oil is up 85 cents a barrel. United Health stock exerting a 400-plus point drag on the Dow in the early trading.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 72. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 46. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high near 73. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 45 degrees, 36% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5. Air quality is good throughout the valley. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal, the only postal box service in the valley with 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. You'll find them at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Sizzler. Ooh, you've never had a Sizzler steak?
No, so what?
It's a whole steak, perfectly seasoned and seared. You can practically taste when it hit the grill and started sizzling.
Ooh, now you're making me hungry.
It's cooked to order just how you like it. Flame kissed with the most beautifully charred grilled marks across this juicy, tender hunk of steak.
Okay, I'm sold. We're going to Sizzler.
We go with...
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley local source.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The administration could be changing its strategy in Minnesota after 2 fatal shootings in Minneapolis. Gregory Bavino, who had been heading up the operation, is being replaced by the president's border czar. Nicole Skanga has the latest.
We're told that he will leave in the coming days, is on his way out. With that, a sort of change and shift in strategy. You're going to see less U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials on the ground. You're going to see more ICE officials. And frankly, there's a new sheriff in town, in Tom Homan. We've been told that Tom Homan, the border czar, has approached the president over the past few days saying he could do a better job when it comes to the situation on the ground, and the president is giving him this opportunity.
The president has also decided to shift the focus for Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to the southern border. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro on CBS Morning said the mission should be terminated.
I've not heard the president say just because Bovino is out or Noem is out, we're going to stop pulling people over because they have an accent. We're going to stop violating people's constitutional rights.
The chief judge in Minnesota wants the acting head of ICE to appear in his courtroom. Legal analyst Lori Levinson.
You see the judges stepping up and trying to get ICE to comply better with the orders that the court has already issued regarding how immigration and customs enforcement must treat those individuals in their custody.
The winter storm that swept across the country has left behind extreme cold and a lot of ice, and that's still causing travel delays, as Chris Van Cleve reports.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said the FAA was looking towards Wednesday as the first day where things were more or less back to normal. But we still expect there to be residual impacts from this storm stretching into Wednesday, even Thursday.
The Trump administration's ordering more national parks to remove signs and displays related to climate change and other issues to get rid of what it calls partisan ideology. Michael Wallace reports.
Glacier National Park has been ordered to remove a description of how climate change is shrinking the glaciers. The Grand Canyon was told to take down a display about the forced removal of Native Americans. An exhibit about George Washington's slave ownership has already been removed from Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia, where Paul Steinke with the Preservation Alliance says visitors are being denied the full story of our history.
It's only by understanding that full story that we can improve, we can get better over time.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
News.
The Conference Board says consumer confidence fell sharply in January to its lowest level.
Real crimes, real justice. Follow and listen to 48 Hours on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CODE to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CODE for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CODE for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
One of America's favorite couples is expecting again. Deborah Rodriguez reports.
California's big bear bald eagles, Jackie and Shadow, are watching over 2 eggs now in their nest in the San Bernardino Mountains. Jackie's expected to lay a 3rd egg this week. Bird watchers like Caroline King are excited.
The whole process of how the eagles do their life is just beautiful.
Jackie laid her 1st egg Friday, her 2nd yesterday. In the past, she's laid 3 eggs, each about 3 days apart. Experts expect the eaglets to hatch sometime in April. Fans keep close track on a live eagle cam. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
2-time Grammy Award-winning reggae drummer Sly Dunbar has died at 73. According to his wife, he was half of the influential duo Sly and Robbie, who played on reggae classics by Jimmy Cliff and Peter Tosh. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.